Fluffy 去欧洲3次了，他去过法国、德国、意大利、Slovenia、Prague， 还有 Austria。他刚来的时候，他有一个欧洲的护照，然后我就发现，其实有了这个护照很容易带他出国。
I was quite worried about Butter when I was away, so then I was thinking, what's a solution for this, right? What if I can bring him with me? Then I don't need to be worried. I was expecting the worst, maybe about 10K plus.
I think nowadays it is not just the pets who are having separation anxiety, but the pet owners too.
Yeah, he can fit. He can turn one round. Then he'll just stay inside the bag throughout for 12 hours. For this bag is when it's like very crowded places. I'll just put him inside and his head can come out from here. And so like he can just look out from this area. So I got him this coat from Germany because like it may be snowing and wet. Then I got for him snow boots also. 这是 Fluffy， 它是我的小毛宝，它不只是一只狗，它是我的家人。Fluffy 是从爱尔兰来的，它刚来的时候，它差不多3个月大，然后我们养它4年多了。And these sunglasses because the snow may be too glaring for his eyes. This is some additional medicine I bring for him. The most important thing will be his documents. So I'll make sure it's all inside this file with his pet passport. Packing all these things is like bringing a baby overseas, like you need all this. So it takes up about half of our luggage space actually. 它是个很冷静的狗，它很喜欢出去玩、出去探险。它很黏我和我妈妈。每次我们出去，如果出去太久的话，它会在家里哭。它很喜欢人类，因为它知道人类能带它出去玩，给它东西吃。它喜欢人类多过它喜欢别的小狗。每次有人家跟它拍照，它都会很兴奋，跟他们交朋友、摇尾巴。我们就是不舍得把它留在家里，我们就一起带它去出国玩。
Hi, this is Butter. He's my very important fur kid and travel companion. And this is his sister, Misty. I've had him for about close to 3 years now. He was 3 to 4 months when I got him. And then in terms of his personality, he was very calm, very relaxed. So abnormally relaxed. I used to think that there was something wrong with him. Because the first time I heard him bark was when he was almost turning 1. I actually did go on like a small trip. And then I was quite worried about Butter when I was away. So then I was thinking, what if I can bring him with me?
冠病疫情过后，宠物旅行的趋势在本地快速升温。至少2家宠物迁移公司的业者受访时透露，他们在2024年处理的宠物旅行业务数量比2023年都增加了1倍。
One reason is I think, of course, these days pet owners, they treat their pets as members of their family, not just pet members but human members. So much so that when they travel, they also want to travel with them. The other theory that I have is that I think nowadays it is not just the pets who are having separation anxiety, but the pet owners too.
在决定带Fluffy出国前，我先会查看他去哪一个国家，去的时候不需要隔离，回来的时候也不需要隔离。然后我去查哪一个航空会让他跟我一起上飞机，因为Fluffy比较小。然后航空的规定就是在8公斤以内就可以跟我一起坐。在出国的几个小时，我会给他穿着尿布，然后在机场里面走来走去，让他累，然后让他小便先。他一上飞机，他就会直接睡觉了。他在机场的时候只能坐在我脚下面，因为他不是个服务犬，他不能从包里出来。
跟体型较小的 Fluffy 不同，由于 Butter 是一只大型犬，体重超过8公斤。只能作为行李托运。飞行期间，它必须在温控的货舱中待在自己的笼子里。
Because he never slept in a crate before, so needed to slowly put him in for like a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Then slowly becomes an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So slowly he started to get really used to being in the cage and comfortable to be in the cage. Then I got these like huge speakers, and then I would play the airplane sound, like and take off and landing. It was really loud. And of course, the first few times he was a bit uncomfortable. Then afterwards, he got used to it. So I started doing that about 2 to 3 months before the flight. And when I was at the airport receiving him, He was there next to two other dogs, and the two other dogs were like barking a lot and they're like super stressed, and he was just lying down, chilling. So the flight would be from Singapore to Frankfurt, a 14-hour flight, and then from there it will be another 2-hour flight to Norway. So I didn't want him to take it all in one go. So basically I would take an extra long stopover, about 12 hours, where I'll take him out the crate, let him go pee, bring him to go play and stuff and relax. And then after that he's got a 2-hour flight, which is easy after that.
狗狗出发前，首先要接种狂犬病疫苗，并接受健康检查，获取飞行证明。接下来，主人要向动物与兽医事务组申请出进口许可，并获得入境国许可，也要了解航空公司对于托运宠物的规定。回国前，狗狗还要在当地再做体检，整个过程相当繁琐。
So usually we would advise customers, pet owners, travel to countries where quarantine is not required. Because there are all these different requirements, I think it is best to plan all this 4 to 5 months in advance.
The agency helped me to settle all the paperwork and everything, and the cost of that altogether was about 2,000 to 3,000. You can do it yourself, but I think for me the main thing was like to be confident that my dog was okay. At that time, I was expecting the worst, so I was like mentally bracing myself. I would assume like it's like tremendously expensive, maybe about 10K plus. In the end, I mean, one thing that surprised me was like, at least for Lufthansa, one leg of the trip would be considered $400. So he basically was categorized like additional luggage, the vet bills, and then the tests and the paperwork there. So all of that, I think, was another few thousand. Yeah, so altogether, I guess it came down to maybe like 5,000, so half of what I thought.
黄思杰亲自为 Fluffy 准备疫苗、健康证明和出入境许可等。
每次出国一趟，除了我们的费用，沙飞差不多需要多2000元这样。最大的费用应该就是那个狂犬症抗体检测，那个差不多要500元起。然后其他的费用就是去兽医打针这些，差不多每次去100元。然后他的机票单程差不多200元，来回就400元。他的票就是额外的行李而已。Fluffy 一下飞机时候，那个天气很冷，他就很兴奋，跑来跑去。他第一次看到雪就很开心，一直跑，一直跑，一直跑。我在那里跟他拍了很多照片，每次到不同的景点都会给他拍个照片。不同的国家会给他带不同的衣服，有些是冷衣，有些是毛毛的衣服。每个人都会讲他眼睛很大，想跟他拍照。他很开心、很热情跟他们拍照。
So of course he got to experience a really good nature in Norway. We also went up to the mountains, and that's where we saw snow for the first time. He could run in the snow, and he was like doing zoomies in the snow. He was a bit confused what it was at first when he stepped on it. And he was like looking. We went on like road trips. When we go fishing, he will play with the fish when I catch it. So a lot of fun, really nice experiences. It's not that we went to do anything crazy, but it's just like there was a lot more freedom in the sense where we could do normal stuff, but very freely. In the sense where we open the door, he just walks out and he just goes to pee, goes to poo, he just runs around. It's like the whole place is a dog park. Just having him with us, it's nice, yeah.
欧洲对宠物比较友善，差不多全部的餐厅都会让狗狗进去，然后也大多数的旅店也会让狗狗进去，连购物中心也会让它进去。带 Fluffy 出国，我们会去以前没有想要去的地方，就像当地人去的公园，或者是那是露天市场，到处走走。
I think the peace of mind is worth it. I just get to enjoy, like there's limitless upside, right? Not much downside, a lot of upside, so 100% worth it, yeah.